Hello and welcome back to this Moon Messages reading. So this is going to be your moon energy reading from the full moon in Cancer on the 13th of January 2025 until the new moon in Aquarius on the 29th of January 2025, of course. Okay, if you haven't seen me before, all of my details are in the description box. I also offer personal readings for anyone who wants to book them, and in January, for the rest of January, I have an offer on for £25 for a 30-minute reading. So normally these are £33 for half an hour or £44 for up to an hour. So I do still run the £44 one if you want a longer more in-depth reading, but if you just want a 30-minute one, then they are £25 until the end of January. So do take advantage of that, and all my details are in the description box if you want to book or if you want to contact me on social media to ask more questions or to book. Okay, said that already. Okay, so let's get on with the reading. So the first card we have, if I can pick it up, just on my nails, and you know when you file them down like so much and they're just too short now, it's really annoying. So I'm like trying to pick them up. Okay, so the first card we have is self-love. Now it was in reverse. So because this was in reverse, this to me tells me that there is an area of your life where you are not loving yourself enough. So have a think and take note of the times when you don't love yourself enough. This could be in any area. So this could be like you aren't going to bed early enough, you aren't feeding yourself the right food, you aren't drinking enough water, you aren't telling yourself kind words enough, you're kind of being too self-critical to yourself, you're not going after your dreams, and you're just kind of plodding along life and just, you know, being miserable in your job or in your love life or in your home life, and you're just going along with it, you're plodding along and you're not doing anything different, you're not changing anything for yourself. Maybe you're not improving yourself, maybe you're not growing as a person, you're not learning new things, and you just feel a bit down because of that. Well, these are all areas in which you can love yourself more. It's not just about, you know, saying nice words or giving yourself a hug, or it's not about bubble baths or pampering yourself. It's not about that. It's about all areas of your life. So if you were a parent and you were taking care of a child, think about all of the loving, nurturing things that you do for that child to help them to grow into the best version of themselves, or, you know, to help keep them healthy and alive, right? What do you do for them? And what are you not doing for yourself? So this is a time for reflecting on that. And the next card is basically the same. It's assessing. And it was in reverse, but this, because it was in, sometimes when they're in reverse, it means the opposite message, but sometimes when it's like pointing towards me, it means to go inwards. This was actually pointing towards me. So this is about going inwards and actually really self-reflecting on those areas of self-love. So this is actually going a little bit deeper. And it's got a telescope here. It's like really looking closely at these things. So not only are you looking at what areas are you not loving yourself in, so that's just the basic, right? That's just the surface level. It's like, okay, I'm not feeding myself enough. I'm not feeding myself enough. Maybe not. I'm not feeding myself the right foods. Okay, well, why am I not feeding myself the right foods? Is it because you know, on a surface level, it would be, oh, because I just enjoy bad food, right? But is there something deeper going on? Is it because when you were younger, you lived in an environment where you ordered takeaways all the time because that brought you closer as a family and helped you connect? And so bad food equals connection. So it can go deeper than that, right? Why are you not telling yourself kind words? Well, because all I've ever heard in my life is unkind words, judgment, criticism, and so that's seeped into me, and so all I know is criticism. So it could be something like that, right? So it's about digging deeper and really assessing those areas, and sometimes that unlocks something. Maybe that level of awareness actually creates a shift. So sometimes just being aware of something can actually create a change. You don't need to do something. You don't need to do anything to create that change sometimes just about being aware of it, and then it shifts because you're aware of it. It is magical when that happens. But obviously sometimes you do have to change your habits, and you do have to do a little bit of healing, and sometimes you might, you know, if you uncover some of this stuff, you might find it a bit too difficult to handle or be with. So sometimes you might need someone to talk to, like a therapist or a coach or a healer or something like that, to help it shift a bit more. But yeah, this is about going a little bit deeper on that. The next card we have is Focus, and that was also this way. But what I'm saying is it was pointing towards me. So inner focus, again, same sort of message, just really going inwards. But this is about your feelings, okay? So when you were doing those things, like when you're feeding yourself bad food, when you're talking to yourself unkindly, when you're not going to bed early enough, how does it make you feel? Really start to focus on your body, on your mind. How does it make you react? How does it make you behave? What does it do to your energy? Start to really pay attention to how it's affecting you as a whole. Sometimes you can think, okay, yeah, I don't go to bed early enough and it's making me tired. That's surface level, right? But really, how is it having an impact on your life? How is it having an impact on your motivation, your relationships, your focus, your work? Like, look deeper into that and really assess and look deeper and focus on those areas. How is it making your body feel? Do you feel more stressed, more tense? Are you having more aches and pains? Are you getting ill more because you're not doing a certain thing? Okay, so this cycle is really about digging deep and getting like really real with yourself. And then because you are starting to focus on yourself more, and when we focus on ourselves more, good things come in. We've got the unexpected. Now, this does feel like a good unexpected. It doesn't feel like a negative one. If it was in reverse, I might say something different, but this was upright. So this is a positive experience. Something unexpected is going to happen. Now, it could be a positive in the fact that you just have like, oh, I'm going to get onto this in a second. The next card is realization. It could be that you have like a big realization and then it shifts something within you, and that is a positive experience for you. Or it could be that something is manifested because you're actually paying attention to yourself, or when you start to make those changes, when you start to change your habits, you start to look after yourself better, speak to yourself more kindly, then something good, unexpected comes into your life. And that could be new love, that could be a new job, that could be a new opportunity, that could be more like better friends. It could be anything, but something unexpected will come in because you're starting to pay attention to you. You're starting to give yourself what you need. And when you give yourself what you need, the universe gives you something that you need in return. And a lot of the time that can be a good thing, okay? And then realization is the next card, and that was upright as well. So you're going to have some big realization. Now that can come before the unexpected card, it can come at the same time as the unexpected card, but something is going to be revealed to you that is either going to come from inside you. You're going to realize something about yourself. Maybe you've gained more confidence because you're starting to change your habits and change your behaviors and change the way you're looking after yourself. And you'll have that realization and be like, oh, wow, like this has really shifted inside me. And I now am much more confident, or I have gained extra skills, or I have more energy, or you're going to just realize something about yourself. Yeah, so that feels really positive as well. And also I want to say that because this is a massive keyhole here, it's like it's going to open new doors for you as well. So that could come with the unexpected card as well. Okay. And then the next card we have is Be Real. And now again, that was the other way around. So I want to just tune into this and see whether it was Be Real going inwards or Be Real like an opposite message. Okay, I'm drawn to the words full moon in Aquarius on this card. So it says here, full moon in Aquarius, be real, okay? because it was in reverse. A full moon in Aquarius stood out to me. Now, bearing in mind, towards the end of this reading, which we're getting towards the end of this reading, it's going to be the new moon in Aquarius. So new moon is about planting seeds, about setting intentions, it's about making plans, taking action, taking steps to where you want to be. But this card is saying full moon in Aquarius. But because it was in reverse, it's like, no, it's not full moon in Aquarius, it's new moon in Aquarius. So it's almost like you're going to have the realization that, so full moon energy, bearing in mind, full moon energy is about going inwards. It's about resting, receiving, retreating, reflecting, you know, all of those things, about going inwards and resting and all of that, okay? But it's almost like you're going to be like, no, I don't need to do that anymore. Now that I've gained my confidence, now that I've gained my skills, my abilities, or I can see myself more clearly, I can start to take the steps that I need to take, because this is not full moon in Aquarius, this is new moon in Aquarius. And so at the new moon, you're going to be like much more motivated, much more inspired, much more creative. You're going to start planning, you're going to start just realizing stuff that you can do, that you can take action on, and you're going to start making those plans and planting those seeds and putting those things into action. So this feels really good. Okay, and then the last card in the moon cards, I will do a crystal of the moon cycle as well, but the last card in the moon cards is take a reality check. So it seems odd that this will be the last card that comes up, but what I feel this is you're going to be taking a reality check of the whole of this reading, okay? But at the end, you're going to look back and you're going to go, wow, what did I just do 2 weeks ago? And you know, this could be they're saying it could be expanded, right? This could go on for longer. This might take longer than 2 weeks. But if we look at the 2 week cycle here, say for instance, you know, you're just basing on 2 weeks, you'll be like, oh my God, in 2 weeks, I have done this. I have achieved this. Now, this could be, you'll look back and you'll go, oh, wow, in 6 months, I've done this, or in 1 month, I have done this, or, you know, whatever duration it is. But you're going to be looking back and you're going to be saying that I have done all of this, and I've changed this, and I've realized this, and this has happened, and this has happened. And you're going to be super proud of yourself, super proud. So it's going to be a good reality check. It's going to be like, wow, how did I not see this before? Okay. Then the crystal of the moon cycle. Just going to read out which crystal came up for this cycle, which is turquoise. So turquoise is a crystal that we are going to need. If you've got a turquoise, then use it. If not, let's just pay attention to the message that it gives you. So essential meaning of turquoise is storytelling, reframing, a different way of perceiving, say that right. Each of us can experience the same event differently because all of us are coming from different vantage points. Know too that as you change, so will your perspective. And the message Turquoise Spirit has for you is that you can change your story of what happened in the past at any time. You can choose which details to focus on and how to interpret events. For you are being encouraged to claim your power as a storyteller. Make no mistake, storytelling is an awesome power, for no one can take your truth away from you, but you may discover that it has more angles than you realized. Just as a crystal turned over in your hand has more facets than apparent at first glance. What story will you tell? Will it be one that is heroic and empowering, worthy of your hard work and efforts to heal what is wounded within you? Rest assured that you can be honest about all that you have experienced and done, yet still write the story that will help you feel that you are strong, wise, and supported by the conscious universe. The truth we all share is complicated, and the way that you tell your truth is up to you. So Turquoise Spirit encourages you to write your story well, in a way that honours, empowers and heals you and gives you strength, even if others may not seem to accept your truth. Tell it anyway, for doing so is a healing act. Relationship message. The story of a relationship may change over time as you come to recognize and accept your role in the dynamic. Be brave and acknowledge your mistakes, but also the remarkable work that you have done to learn from them and heal your past. Reframing what happened can help you move forward with greater wisdom and strength. If you are seeking a relationship, think about the story you have written about why you haven't found the partnership you yearn for. Have you focused only on the details about your shortcomings or your challenges and forgotten your strengths and all that you have done right? Now is a time to reconsider your story so that you can write the best one for you. Prosperity message. We have many stories about our relationship to money, but too many are old tales that we didn't even write. We only inherited them. Turquoise Spirit has appeared to remind you that you are supported in writing a very different story of prosperity. You can leave the old one behind if it no longer helps you to experience the affluence you want for yourself. Now is the time to begin that new storytelling. Consider all you have learned. Give yourself credit for the wisdom you have acquired and begin replacing any stories of scarcity. Crystal Spirit Meditation. Turquoise teaches the beauty of wholeness. It assists us in honouring and bringing together all the pieces of ourselves in order to see the magnificence in the unique collage that we are. Meditation with this stone allows us to honour the whole of our being, even when others do not. So that was really interesting about kind of writing your own story, like changing your story. So if you think about it, the story that you've been telling yourself up to this point is probably one from what I said before about all of the negative things you've heard in the past, or the habits that you've kind of inherited, like that says. And the way you've been living your life has been based on those, because you've been telling yourself, oh, this is the way it is, okay? And so I have to live like this because this is the way that I've been brought up, or this is what I believe, and all of that, okay? But you can change that at any time. And then the last card is about taking reality check and looking over, like, your story. Like, what have you just changed? What chapter have you just rewritten? It's really clever. I love that. So that is your moon messages for the next 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you do want to book a personal reading, do have that deal in January for the £25 for 30 minutes if you want to book that, or if you just want to book a normal up to an hour reading. All my details are in the description box, and you can connect with me on other socials as well. But for now, thank you for watching and listening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.